Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is me, your brother, your friend, Humanist Steven on Matter Rising with Humanist Steven. This is our every morning, early morning dose, and I'm here again today to just brief you on what is happening in Nigeria and around the world. So, please, guys, I will want you to just, press your share button. Let's invite friends to the show. I've been having some issues with. Let's invite friends. I've been having some issues with what is it called with YouTube for some time. We're not going to give up on what we believe in. Anyways, we're continually trying to do what we can do to save our our nation, particularly the southern Nigeria, from the shackles of the northern oligarchies who are hell bent on turning the South into an extension of their empire. Why people like me are fighting for the unity of the South, many people might not understand why, but gradually, as I begin to narrate my beliefs, I hope and I believe that it will get more clearer to our people why the South needs to unite to fight against the northern legacies and also to be able to remove the sabotage in and within the northern region, I mean the southern region of the contraction today called Nigeria. As you all know, there are many of our brother. Please, as you're coming in, just press the share button, give us some likes, please. Just we need to get the share out so we can get more and more people because information like this are not being shared by by uh, by uh, by the what is it called the Facebook and YouTube because they don't actually like things like this. So we can easily help ourselves by pressing the share button. Put in because the more like you put in, the more time you give to them to be able to share, help us share more and more. Press the share button, give us a lot of likes, then it go further and further so we can bring in our brothers and sisters from all the devices. So we can come back and sit down and talk, as one, entity. Okay, guys. So I'm just still waiting. Let's see if we can get some few more people in while we we see what we can do. Like I was saying, we all need one another right now in the South, particularly in the South, to be able to fight this demon who wants to take our own land away from us. We need it like never before. Enoge Collins, good morning, sir. We need it like never before to be able to bring this to bear. Okay, guys. Uh, we need it for us. We need it in Nigeria for us to bear. Okay, guys. Now, see this. Somebody should see this very particular Nigerian map that they are drawing for us. Look at it, guys. Now, if you see this map here, this is not my topic right now, but I'm going to just say something here. If you see this map here, they said the Arawa Republic. He refused to break this very particular core knot into two. They left it as one. Okay? But here we have the east and the west. Now, the middle belt was broken away. They gave us Oduduwa. They gave us the United Niger Delta. And they gave us the Biafra Republic. See that, guys? This is their plan. And if you check, even the core knot right as of today is far bigger than the entire southern region. Even if we add the middle belt to the south region, the core knot is still far bigger than this part of the nation. This is what disunity has cost for us, guys. If you check the top here, you're going to see, if you count the states in the north, you have Sokoto, Zamfara, Benue, Niger, Kaduna, Kastina, Jigawa, Yobe, Sokoto, Bauchi, Gombe, Adamawa. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In the core knot alone, they have 12 states. No, 13 states in the core knot. 6 states in the middle belt. With Abuja make it 7. That is 20 out of the 37. So the one they called the Three Republic now, the Three Republic in the south, they gave us 17. They actually, break us into nothing, into pieces. Now, if you go a little bit further, if you go a little bit further down to the Biafra Republic and the United Niger Delta, you will see between the middle belt and the Biafra Republic and United Niger Delta, the Biafra Republic is locked. It's locked inside. It's locked inside the United Niger Delta. You get that, guys? The Biafra Republic is locked inside the United Niger Delta. That means for us to have a Biafra Republic, we must have an agreement with this one they call United Niger Delta at all cost. We can live without Oduduwa if possible, but we cannot be able to go out of the Niger Delta Republic if we want to get a Biafra. So this has been my point. This has been my point of argument. That the reason why we must continuously unite, we must fight for the unity of this entire South, for us to have peace. They've already marginalized us to a very long extent that we occupy only 1.7 million miles, square miles of the entire 7 point something million landmass of the Nigerian state. And we are not the ones that are not be broken down into three. From the beginning by the British and the Arawa people, which are the caliphates in the north. So the idea is to continuously make us to hate each other, fight for different entity, whereas we are supposed to be one indivisible entity. So the more we continue to fight, the more we give these people up here an advantage over us. The more we give them the unnecessary belief that they have control over the entity called Nigeria. Okay, guys? We get that now. So that's why we must continually push for the unity of the South. If we are actually ready to actualize what we are bargaining for. This is no more a joke. This must become a reality if we as a people actually meant every word of what we are saying as far as the contraction Nigeria is concerned today. Okay. Now let's go to the main news for today. I just brought that in so that we can understand where we are heading and where we are going. Please, guys, give me some likes, share this video, guys. Okay, guys. Nigeria records 1,145 new COVID-19 infections. Okay. Buhari react to kastina Schoolboy release as aid brand Boko Haram Shekau liar. Okay. Road safety warns road users engage violation of traffic rules COVID-19 protocols. Nigeria to host World Summit for Single Market in Africa in 2021. Celebrating Anthony Joshua's boxing feats. Africa confront a second wave of COVID-19. Benin traders anxious for Nigerian borders to open. At 78, Southwest PDP asked Buhari to seek forgiveness, non-celebration. Kastina adoption. 344 students freed. State government. You see the way they lie? They told us it was 333. Now 344 were not freed. Oh, God will help us in that country. I promise you guys. Now look at someone. Look at what someone is writing. Look at what someone is writing. So if you watch what someone is writing right now, you'll be amazed by what is happening around Nigeria. Okay, guys, we need Arawa Afenifere Niger Delta to win Nigeria presidency. Igbo group. So we need Arawa Afenifere Niger Delta to win Nigeria presidency. Igbo group. Governor Shawolu recommends investment on entrepreneurship for quality education in Lasso. 2021 will be tough for food production supply. Lagos government. After kastina adoption, what next? Revealed, we have invested over $2 billion in Nigeria, says MD CCECC. Over $2 billion have been invested in Nigeria. Okay. Ogun to partner NDLA police to sanitize highway and parks. 557 countries escape peace, accept peace, surrender weapons to police in Rivers State. We thank God for that. US condemned kidnapping of over 300 students in Kankara, Katsina State. Katsina adoption, no ransom paid to secure student release. You guys always lie now. We know you guys, you are always lying. They are good at lying, all these people. They lie, they take first. They take first in lying, these guys, these people. They are professional first-class liars, now they be. They take first in lying. Katsina adoption, no ransom paid to secure student release. Masari, you try. FG has done everything possible to please Asu, says Ngige. Oh God, these people are nothing to write home about, brothers. All we need is a united South. If we must get there, we must get united, my brother. Make we leave all this fight. I saw a lot of documents on the social media yesterday. I was angry. I was angry. A lot of documents was on the social media space yesterday. I was angry. Okay. I was angry when I saw the aid. I said, "Come on, guys! Guys need to stop now." I don't know what is the issue between Nnamdi KANU and his lieutenant. Social media, not mad. They think they will be fool. They are seeing us to be some bunch of mumus. You don't understand. They think us will be fool. They don't say we don't understand the way the old system they work. Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can do something here right now. 1 minute before I start this, there is something I need to. Just 1 minute, guys. They can't continually deceiving us. We've grown beyond their defeat, their deceit, guys. We've grown beyond their deceit. They can't deceive us any longer. Now, I want to share this first before I kick. I want to share this. This is what I will not want us to be doing in the South anymore. Okay, guys? This is what I will not want to be doing in the South anymore. We need to stop this. We need to stop wherever it is. It is not working for people like me. I don't know if you can get this now. I don't know if you are, if it's appearing on your screen there. Yeah. This is what I would not want us to be doing right now. We need to find a way to end all this war. We need to find a way to end all this war. This was written yesterday. We need to find a way to end it. We will not win any battle like this, guys. We will not. We will not win any battle like this if we continue like this. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I don't know where this emanated from, but we cannot win the battle in this manner. We can't. It is not possible. It doesn't matter how we think it to be. The battles like this are never won in this manner, guys. Never. Never. So please, guys, whatever it is, whoever that wrote this, we all should start thinking. Do we actually have the interest of the South at heart, or it's just our personal interests that we are fighting for? Are we fighting for a united South? Are we fighting for a Biafra? Or we are fighting for our own individual interests? If you call it the indigenous people of Biafra, it means everybody in that conception called the Eastern region who speaks mostly the Igbo language are supposed to be part and parcel, of the Biafra, of the IPOB. It's not a thing that some need to be there or some don't need to be there. Because I'm not getting you guys right now. If we say this is a Biafra struggle, this is a struggle for the East, why are we having people coming in to create division? If there is a problem between the leadership of this very particular movement, then they should settle their differences amicably. They should settle their differences amicably. I repeat this. If they feel that there is an issue, which is possible in every organization, we should settle these differences amicably, guys. Not coming on the social media space, exposing everything that we need to hold sacred in order for us to be able to fight this very, very uncommon enemy, who are not friends to anybody as far as you are a Sataner. They don't like you. We must start getting prepared for the onslaught of these people against us. They are getting very closer. Okay? They are getting very closer to us than we ever think. So, guys, sorry, I need to bring that in because I was a little bit upset when I saw that yesterday on the social media. I said, come on, guys. I'm really doing everything I can to bring these people to understand it's not about you. It's about the people. Leadership is accepting the will of the people. So to be a leader is not an easy thing. It's not about commanding. It's about accepting to be the will of the people. Every one of us who want to be leaders, so they must, first of all, be a servant to the people you are leading. You must first of all be a servant to the people you are leading before you can become a leader. Okay? Look at what this lady said, Aisha Yusufu. Because we also need to start using our brain. This news was from the Daily Post. Please, guys, share this video. Share the video. If you're on YouTube, give us some like. If you're a newcomer, subscribe with us. Aisha Yusuf said, Boko Haram will turn to Satana. So Satan Nigeria went down with Northerners. This news was from Daily Post. Aisha Yusufu said, Boko Haram will turn to Satana, to Satan Nigeria went down with Northerners. From Daily Post. Say Aisha Yusuf, co-convener of the Bring Back Our Guests advocacy group, has warned that the Boko Haram set may turn to the south part of Nigeria after it is done with the north. The activist issued the warning while cautioning Nigerians against being less concerned about the plight of the north, stressing that no region is immune to the set violence. So they are already warning us. And some of us are fighting over nothing, over who is going to be the leader. When they're already giving us the signal again, we are not being adamant in coming together to fight this common cause. These invaders from the Futajello, these invaders from Seni, Gambia, these invaders from the Chad, these invaders from the J, these invaders from Gabon, and wherever they are all around Africa. Like I said yesterday, these guys are nomadic in nature. They do not have a home. They do not have lands. They are nomadic. They've captured the north. They've put the north under their control since the time of Usman Danfodio. And they have been doing everything to come towards the south from the beginning. That's why there was a day I was narrating the story of how they were coming. Do you know Kogi State is a Yoruba nation that was captured? Kwara State is a Yoruba nation that was captured during the time of Usman Danfodio. Then the north of Edo State today was also captured during the time of Usman Danfodio. That was when the then Abar of Benin gave them a warning that they should not cross that boundary. That's how they returned back to their base, having known, the military prowess and powers of the then Benin Kingdom. So these people are still not yet satisfied. They had an ambition, they had an intention of overrunning the entire Nigerian state. Like I said in my video yesterday, these guys have been chased out from Rwanda. The Rwanda genocide was actually between the Fulanis and the Rwanda people. They have been chased out from the Gabon and many of the countries where they have had sway. And if you watch anywhere you see them, they are in the minority group, but they create war because they strive in violence. They strive in violence. Not every one of them, though. The majority of them actually lives in the bush. They are like mercenaries, being imported, being contracted to create havoc in other nations. If I'm lying, ask Nasir El-Rufai. He actually told us this. When there was a rampant killing of the Shatta Kadunas, El-Rufai said on the national television, Channel 3 TV, that these people were actually imported from Mali. That he had to trace them as far as tracing them to Mali to make sure, and you have to go and plead with them and pay some ransom so that they will stop killing the Southern Kadunas. Let me shock you guys. The Southern Kadunas are more or less like the Southerners. They were not supposed to have been part and parcel of that place, but they were forced to be part of the Kaduna state, and they became the victim of ethnic cleansing and land grabbing, which is one of the hallmark of the caliphate. Land grabbing. So Aisha Yeshua is telling us, if you don't care today, they are coming for you guys in the south. And some of us are fighting, creating problem in the south. Fighting ourselves. Those people that are getting prepared to invade you. Wanna wait. Unaha so clear. Ibieka. You know, in Benin we say Ibieka. You know what's Ibieka? Small children. Leadership is not how many people you command. It's an ability for you to resolve issues when it arises within your camp. That what makes you a leader. You have the word mutiny in army. What causes coup in military? There's military versus military. It's as a result of inability for the one who is in charge to control his subordinates, his lieutenants. That arises to all form of coups. The same group today will just wake up tomorrow and they'll strike against their own person. We must begin to apply wisdom, guys, in order for us to be able to understand how are we going to navigate out of any problem that comes our way in the south. The activists issued a warning while cautioning Nigerians against being less concerned about the plight of the North, stressing that no region is immune to the said violence. In a series of tweets, Yusufu insisted that terrorism was a menace to all Nigerians. She wrote, "When Boko Haram is done with the North, they will face the South. If you think this is none of your business, some thought it wasn't their business when it was happening in the Northeast. Now it is. Terrorist attack to anyone, anywhere is a terrorist attack to everyone, everywhere. This is coming at a time Boko Haram killed several rice farmers in Zambamari, Jere local government area of Borno State. Terrorist group also adopted students of government science secondary school in Kankara, Kastina State. Claiming responsibility, the set has said the adoption was to promote Islam and discourage Western education in the North." End of quote. Okay. So we need to be careful, guys. Let's unite together. Let's throw away all this nonsense that we are doing. It means nothing to us. If we're going to have differences, let's sort it out before we fall into the hands of these guys. Now look at this again. The number 2 news I'm going to read for you today is Fulani marginalized in Nigeria. Miyyeti Allah. Fulani marginalized in Nigeria. Miyyeti Allah. You see that? They have a way of trying to change the narratives to draw sympathies from other Fulanis in other parts of Africa to themselves. This Miyyeti Allah had openly accept responsibility for the murdering, the human slaughtering, the genocider, and the land grabbing in the Middle Belt during the first tenure of Buhari. None of them was arrested. They were never declared a terrorist group. Like I said, guys, always listen to me. I do not subscribe to 100% of what IPOB are doing in the South. No. But injustice to one is injustice to all. That is my concern. If Miyyeti Allah will take responsibility for the killings of other Nigerians. If Miyyeti Allah will take responsibilities for the killings of other Nigerians, and the government of the day never called them terrorist group, I, as a person, will not subscribe to the proscribing of IPOB as a terrorist group. Like I said, whether I like what they do or how they do it, doesn't matter. What matters to me is this: the same rule must be used for everyone. With the rate and manner the Fulani elders are killing both in the north, in the middle belt, and in the south, they haven't been proscribed as a terrorist group. So I will not subscribe to the proscribing of IPOB as a terrorist group, if even I do not believe in their staff operation. Injustice to one is injustice to all. Justice to one is justice to all. As far as they are my brothers from the south, they may be misbehaving. I don't give a hoot about that anymore. That's me. Grandson, the one fighting for Juduwa, might be misbehaving. I don't give a hoot about that anymore. No. All I am asking for, stop attacking your fellow Southerners. We have a common enemy in the people who are invading our land, raping our women, killing our people. Destroying our farmland. Brother, you say you don't support what IPOB is what. Stanley, what you wrote, I can't really understand it. Can you write it, please? Maybe you missed some words, so I can't get it clearly. So that I can be able to give you a better answer. I don't want to insinuate nothing. What I'm trying to say, maybe let me try to explain what I feel. What I'm trying to say about that is this: the proscribement of IPOB as a terrorist group is where I'm coming from. If you proscribe IPOB, who had never taken weapon to fight against the state as a terrorist organization, and you are leaving organization like Miyyeti Allah, the Fulani caterers, who are actually, waving AK-47, AK-49, taking bomb actions, killing people indiscriminately, adopting people, slaughtering people like animals, and these people are still left to wander around the streets of Nigeria. They wander around our forests without not being declared a terrorist organization. Then it is, for me, it becomes a little bit questionable. Why should I accept the proscribement of IPOB when there are more vicious organizations who the world have seen as a killer squad? That is my point, guys, Sally. So, like I said, and that's why I said, I might not even accept their ways of operation. But for there to be injustice to them is where I'm standing on. Because it might happen to we the Benin tomorrow. Something might happen that will make us to want to say, okay, this is what we want not now. The federal government also come and proscribe us as a terrorist organization. While leaving the same people, to roam the street, they do whatever they do. They don't talk to them. Even when they adopt, they beg them. Listen, they just released this student now, like I read in the news headlines today. 344 of them were released today, and they're happy. let's assume, guys, that it was actually IPOB. Maybe, for example, it was IPOB that adopted those people. Or it was the Niger Delta that adopted those people. Do you think the federal government will smile? Do you think the federal government will smile? No. They will not kill, they will not look for the IPOB or the Niger Delta militant. They will begin to look for you and I, who are in the village doing our legitimate work. They'll be killing us. That's just what they do. So they want to wipe away us for the crime of some few. In every community, in every society, in every state, they are the good, they are the bad, they are the ugly. But anytime anything happens to the South, they take all of us as one. They begin to arrest us, kill us. Whereas the people who actually committed a crime are nowhere around the vicinity anymore. Nobody who commits crime stays in that place. They all run away. They run as far as they can, leaving us to not bear the bond. And they know that the people are no more there. But because of the hatred they have for us, most of these repentant Boko Haram that have been infused into the Nigerian military. So that's what they bring to the South. These are the ones they bring to the South, so that they bring them in to come and create problem for us. Okay, guys. Now, like I said, they said Fulani have been marginalized. The Bauchi State chapter of the Miyyeti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria had alleged that the Fulani ethnic nationality is not only being marginalized in the scheme of things in the country, but accused of committing virtually every crime. Yes, 99% of the crime being committed in the South today are caused by the Fulani elders. Okay? This was stated weekend at the Bauchi South Zonal meeting of the association by its state chairman, Sadiq Ibrahim, declaring that government at all levels have failed to avail the Fulani of social amenities such as water for both human and animal consumption, roads, grazing land, cattle route, among others. Guys, you see them, they are always demanding. They are always demanding. Unnecessary demand. They are always demanding. They produce nothing. The cattle is not, it's not a federal business. The cattle is not a state business. The cattle are private businesses. I have a farm in Benin. I spent a lot. I lost a lot. I didn't get not even a wash kobo from the government, whether state or federal. When I lost over 30 million of my hard-earned money went into the drain. That made me to return back to Europe. I was already done here many years back. The old crops that I planted, pests came and finished all. Nobody gave me a kobo. There are many of my friends also that also know went home and did the same farming. Poultry, their birds died. They lost millions. Nobody gave them a kobo. We have people that are doing pig farm. Will the North allow us to do pig farm in the North? Will they allow a Southerner to go to the North and do pig farm since we are not under their law? No. But they want to force everything down our throat because they see us as conquest. Well, I'm saying that's what we need to unite. They see us as conquest. So they feel they can easily get us intimidated to submission. According to Ibrahim, the Fulani are the most peaceful tribe in Nigeria. Adding that, despite this, Fulani people have been living a life of deprivation in the country. Guys, the Fulanis are from the north. 7 million of the Fulanis residing in the north. 5% of them owns 70% of the resources in Nigeria. 7 million Fulanis living in Nigeria. 5% of these people own 70% of the resources in Nigeria. If you think I'm lying, go and ask IBB. If you think I'm lying, go and ask Abacha. If you think I'm lying, go and ask the Sultan of Sokoto, the dethroned Emir of Kano Sanusi. Go and ask all these ex-military generals. They own 70% of the wealth of Nigeria. 5% of these people. They actually decide, they control who is who in the nation. Today, the richest man in Africa, today, Aliko Dangote, he is a Fulani man. He controls 50% of the wealth creation in Nigeria, or even 70%. Every other businesses have been crumbled by the successive Nigerian, governments to favor Aliko Dangote. He is a Fulani man. So when somebody talk about marginalization, I do not actually get it. Where do they want to come at? Listen, guys, you don't understand when they talk about marginalization. They are talking about the southern Nigeria. They are so much interested in taking over your lands. They are not concerned about the north. No. They are so much concerned about the south. When they talk about being marginalized, they are talking about your own part of the nation. That is their plan, where they want to take over. When you hear people like this, Miyyeti Allah and co. complain about marginalization of the Fulanis, know that they are complaining because we have refused Ruga. We refused ranching. We refused every form of the shit that the federal government was about to bring on us in order to now impose these people on every local government in every state of the South. So their form of marginalization, or what they call marginalization, is their inability to peacefully, legally, deceptfully take over your lands, like they did during the time of Usman Danfodio in Sokoto State. The Usman Danfodio came to Sokoto as a trader. He was given a small portion where to trade. That was the truth of the matter there. Because of the corruption then in the north, he came as a redeemer. He brought in Islam. He told the people that Islam does not believe in corruption. He played with the mind of the people. And what happened at the end of the day? The people betrayed the Hausas. The Hausas betrayed the Hausas. He used the Hausas to dethrone the king then that was in Sokoto State. When the king was dethroned, being the scholar who was there at that time, enthroned himself to become the king in order for him to teach them the ways of Islam. But little did they know that he was even more corrupt than the dethroned kings at that time. That's how the invasion of the northern Nigeria began in the hands of Usman Dan Fodio. And a few guys that came with him. He waged war against the entire north. He conquered them and put them under his leadership. The only part of the north that did actually win was, I think, it was around that Borno state. That was, if you check there in Borno, they don't have an emir only today. So when people like us were saying, we don't want Ruga, we don't want ranching, we don't want any form of settlement of the Fulanis in our community, it was because we understood what happened centuries ago between the Hausas and the Fulani that came from Futajelo into the northern Nigeria. I am not an enemy of the Fulanis, no, but I am an enemy of any form of injustice to my people. For injustice to one is an injustice to all. So that is where I stand. That is my motto. So that's why when people say, oh, sometimes you support IPOB, tomorrow you don't support IPOB. No, it's not about IPOB. It's not about Oduduwa. It's not about Great Benin Kingdom. It's not about the Niger Delta. No. This is about we standing for one another. Standing for one another, guys. Look at what he said. Look at this. This is what caught my attention when I was going through the news yesterday. Look at what these people said. Miyyeti Allah said. Hear this now. Why unity must be very, very paramount in the South. We must drop our differences. Let's act as one indivisible, impenetrable South. Otherwise, we will say Adano at the last. Look at what he said. He said, he, however, called on Fulani people. He, however, called on Fulani people. Yet the war of Fulani people. The war of Fulani people there is very, very strong. The Fulani people. The war of Fulani people. Said, he, however, called on Fulani people to form a united front to fight for their rights, as well as privilege they are entitled to as Nigerians, declaring that they have been pushed to the wall. That they have been pushed to the wall. Today I'm going to have a 3 hours video because I'm not going to do evening today. I'm going to have it 3 hours. Okay? Okay? Say because they have been pushed to the wall. You see now? I want to ask the question. If you push somebody to the wall, what do you think is going to happen? He's going to fight back. And if he's fighting back, he's going to fight dirty. He's going to fight dirty. Guys, start listening. There's a plan. There's already a conspiracy. We must read in between the line. Say they must unite. So even the Fulanis understands the power of unity. The Fulanis understands the power of unity. They've been using it against the South. They use it against the North during the time of Usman Dan Fodio. Now they use it against the Middle Belt when they were importing people from the Sahara area, from Libya down to the Sahara, to invade the Middle Belt, according to the governor of Benin State, and even Erufai himself. Now they're also using the same tactics now against the South. He said because they have been pushed to the wall. Where are they living? Are they from the South or they are from the or they are from the North? Why are they so much interested in our land? Why are they forcing you and I to accept them in our place? Why they don't accept us in the North? And like I said, I don't think if I'm going to the north to go and start a pig farming, that any northern state governor will give us a land for me to go and do my pig. I don't think so. They won't do that. They won't do that, guys. They won't. They won't do it. They won't do it. So why are they imposing the same thing on us in the south? So let us not start growing wise. Okay, guys? Okay? So we are calling on the Fulanis to forge a united front. We are calling on the Fulanis to forge a united front. We are calling on the Fulanis to forge a united front. We are calling on the Fulanis to forge a united front with a view to fighting for their right and privilege as they have been relegated to the background. In which part of the country? Like I said, listen, these guys are what they know how to do is to fight war. They are violent prone. They are nomadic. They live in forests. So they practically fight with animals every day. They have no human sympathy because the life they live in is actually more like the Stone Age. They live in the Stone Age. So human life means nothing to them. Just like they kill cow in the forest. People that rape cows. They rape cow. These guys rape cow. They rape their cows. They tie their cows leg and hand and rape the cow. There were videos everywhere. This guy rape cow. So to them, it means nothing. That's why they value cow more than they value you and me. Their life, they live their life with cows. You see one Fulani headman in the forest for 10 years. He had never even seen the surface of a good society. So it's nothing. So he said, fight. Who are they fighting? Is the South. This is what I'm talking about. Who are these people fighting? They are fighting the southern Nigeria, not the north, because the north is under their control. It's only the south that have not been under their control. So everything they talk about, fight, 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 it is the south, not the north. Now, I read the first story by Aisha Yusufu. Says, if we don't act, when Boko Haram is done with the north, they will proceed to the south. Said they have been pushed to the wall to stand upright and fight for social amenities government provided for others. Who owns the cow that these people are protecting? Who owns the cow? One cow is about, there are a cow that they sell for 800,000. One cow. There's a cow they sell for 500,000. There's a cow, the lowest cow you are going to buy is, before now, is 150,000. The lowest you are buying. A small rat cow, 150,000. All these monies, who is it going to? The federal government? So why would the federal government give them amenities? When they are not actually registered, they don't pay tax on what they do. We that have a ranch, we that have, a poultry, we that have a ranch for goats, for rams. There's this one by this our brother, Cephas Owamba. There was a video he did. He was showing us his own ranch, where he's training his rams or sheep, as may be called. This is a Nigerian, but he has to go and buy land by himself. It was not dependent on the government to make provision for him. What are they not fighting? They say fight in order for you to get amenities. Where? In the south. Said the Fulani are the most peaceful and easily going tribe in the country. But sadly, They have been deprived of social amenities as well as government economic welfare package, such as farming and industrial loan provision, among others. Loan to do what? This, you see the way this board demands. They demand as if they own the country. They demand as if they own the country, guys. You see, the unity of the South is the only way that can bring peace and tranquility back to that contraction called Nigeria. That is the only way that all this nonsense will end. Either they agree to the terms, or will say, "Oh yeah, Israel," to the tent. So there is a need for the unity of purpose among the Fulanis as it is related to peaceful existence, curbing crimes and criminalities in the society, as well as embracing government policies and programs, the Buhari chairman said. He lamented that over the years, successive governments at all levels failed to carry the Fulani along in the scheme of things. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want because those cows belong to somebody. Abi, those cows, how Suma go buy cows? Call one small boy of about 12 years old boy. Give him the cow. The next thing will give to the boy, not education. He will give the boy AK-47. They will go and train this young boy how to shoot people. The boy will go into the bush and kill people at will. Because if you lost one cow to these people, you will not come back to come and explain it. You will pay for it. Guys, listen now. It's like Francis Chuku Ferdinand. It means this is your first time of following me. Maybe this is your first time of following me. I've already said that in. I said all the leaders from Nnamdi KANU to Magnus, to Ijele, to Asari Dokubo, to grandson of Yoduduwa, and all of them together, they should sit down, put their differences aside, unite under one force. That's the only way out. I've said that in my video. Series of my videos that have been put clear before the general public. That with this, we can actually end this thing. Not as political leaders now because they've already sold out. They are corrupt, so their hands are not clean, so they can't stand before the caliphate. They will use AFCC and other, government apparatus to chase them into exile. But those are that their hands are clean. They have gotten nothing from the government and the ones that can actually speak out right now for us. But individually, we will not do much. But in unison, we will do more better. As that answers your question, Ferdinand, I know what I'm saying. I'm very, very articulate when it comes to this unity of a team, guys. The Miyyeti Allah chairman said the zonal meeting was held in order to address the challenges of the cattle rustling and other banditry activities rearing its ugly head in the state. Speaking at the meeting, the Buhari State Commissioner for Youth and Sport. Can you imagine that now? The Buhari State Commissioner for Youth and Sport was there, Alhaji Adamu Manusoro, had said, despite the fact that the State Executive Council had already approved 2021 budget, Miyyeti Allah should make it demand for the state government for possible infusion into the budget. See? They threaten people. They submit. Oh, guys. But they threaten them. You see now? They just threaten Bauchi now. The Commissioner of Youth and Sport is not saying, we have already submitted, but don't worry. Bring your budget. We'll add it into our budget and pay people. These are the bygones. They threaten the state. They threaten the state, then the state falls in line. Look at what this one says. On the spot, the special advisor to the state governor on political affairs, Rabba Aruna Adesina, declared that there was no justification for the Fulani to be treated as outsiders in a country like Nigeria, where they have lived for the past 400 years. Guy, Aruna Adesina, let me tell you something. Nobody is treating anybody lesser than anybody. Rather, you are the guys treating us lesser. I bought my lands I use for farming with my hard-earned money. Here in Europe, we do cleaning. We wash plates. We drive taxi. We cook. We do all manner of jobs to earn money. We go back to our own land. Government doesn't give us lands. We are not included in the government policy, even in my own state. I bought my land that I use in doing my small farming in Nigeria. I have not gotten any grants from the federal government or the state government or the local government or the world government. So I do not understand the word inclusion that is always rampant in the mouth of the Fulanis in Nigeria. They're always good at using the word inclusion. They are not being included. They are not being included. They are not being included. I began to wonder what is actually what they meant by the word inclusion. Where everyone, every farmer in the South, every businessman in the South buy their lands. If an Igbo man goes to the North, he want to build a shop, either he rents a shop from an Hausa man, or he will buy his own land and build his own shop. If an Edo man goes to Lagos, he wants to start a business, it is either he rent a shop from a Yoruba man, or he buy a land and build his own shop. I don't think any Southerner is being treated far better than the Northerners. I don't think there is any Southerner who has privileges more than the North as far as the Nigerian state of today is concerned. When Goodluck Jonathan came with the Amajari School, a modernized Amajari School in 2013, these same people today who are clamoring for what I don't know, were among the people who actually fought against the concept of Amajari education that came from Goodluck Jonathan. Thank you, Lucky, lovely. That's the truth, sir. They are president, yet they are saying they are not included. What more inclusion do they want? They've ruled the nation more than any other persons in the world. Any other persons in Nigeria. The Fulani extraction. The first president, the first prime minister was a Fulani. The first civilian governor in the Second Republic, Shehu Shagari, was a Fulani. The fourth military head of state, Muitala Mohammed, was a Fulani. Muhammadu Buhari was a Fulani in 1983. Is a Fulani in 2015. Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida is a Fulani. Abdul Salami Abubakar is a Fulani. Umaru Musa Yaradua was a Fulani. General Sani Abacha was a Fulani. In the West, We have Olusegun Obasanjo and Shonekon. Olusegun Obasanjo and Shonekon in the West. In the East, we only have Nnamdi Azikiwe and Aguji Ronsi in the East. In the South, as they call them, we cannot believe in that anyways. We have Goodluck Jonathan, the one I call accidental president. In the Middle Belt, there we only have Gowon. So who needs an inclusion now in the government? No Hausa man has ruled Nigeria. Hausa, no Hausa man. Not typical Hausa man. You know that 90% of their Manjaris are Hausas. 90% of their Manjaris you see on the street today, they are not Fulanis, they are Hausas. Fulani do not do slaves. They don't do servants. No. They don't beg. It's the Hausas. That's why you see today the Boko Haram comprised of more of the KANU race than the Fulanis. That's the story for another day, guys. Okay? That's the story for another day. Let's go to the next report right now. The next report right now. We have this one, very interesting one. This is very interesting report. This is from Vanguard newspaper. Northwest governor behind banditry, APC. Northwest governor behind banditry, APC. These people, they're not going to kill us. Hey, they're not going to kill us. The ruling All Progressive Congress have accused an unnamed governor in one of the northwestern states of being behind the increased wave of banditry in the region. Do you Oh, do you know why these people are doing this? It is for the money from the South. They are so much interested in the money for the South. Let me tell you some story, guys. Do you know around 2007, 2008, 2009, we have the youth restiveness. We have the youth restiveness in the Niger Delta. And may so rest in perfect peace. President Maro Musa Yar'Adua declared an amnesty program for the youth of the Niger Delta. If you watch them, if most of you who were already aware of what was happening then, there was a lot of outbursts from the North over the decision of Maro Musa Yar'Adua. They fought against it. Musa Yar'Adua created the Niger Delta Ministry, and created the NDDC, the Niger Delta Development Commission. The Northerners started complaining. And based on information, that was where the beginning of the banditry, the beginning of the Boko Haram actually came from. They needed money at all costs. So the only way they can also draw the attention of the federal government to the North was to create the bandits, who later metamorphosized to become Boko Harams. But one thing they did not understand was this: the South are educated people, either formal or informal education. The South are mostly Christians. who do not actually believe in killing people to actualize the aim. So they thought it was going to be easy, just the way after some while the South dropped their weapons, they embraced amnesty, peace returned to the Niger Delta. They thought it's going to be the same for them also. When these guys were now being recruited to carry out this very barbaric act, as you know, when Mohamed Yusuf said all, that he was being used by the then Borno State governor to rig election and do all that, all those nonsense. They gave him the license to preach, this very fanatical Islamic teachings in Borno State, particularly in Maduguri. Now, when these guys got this power, this fame, because terrorism is part and parcel of what they preach, based on what is happening in the Middle East. The Middle Easterner terrorist group now infused into Boko Haram. I told them, you have an opportunity, hold on to it. You must change the Nigerian state to become an Islamic state. That's how this northern elite lost control. When they lost control of the Boko Haram, now their intention was to grab money. The money wasn't coming anymore. The intention was to make it a political statement to the government of Goodluck Jonathan at that time. It backfired on them. They lost control of Boko Haram. Then they actually came up with bandits. They actually came up with bandits. So what this APC are saying today is 100% very correct. We know that. We had all this information at our disposal. So APC in a statement on Thursday evening in Abuja by its acting national publicity, Mr. Yeka Nabena challenged security agency to investigate an intelligence report linking a Northwest governor to the adding case of banditry, adoption, and other violence crime in the zone. Nabina, who did not name the governor because of the security nature of the issue, said the increased spats of banditry in the Northwest was politically motivated and not unconnected to the unnamed governor, alleged sponsorship of banditry and other violent crime in the zone. As security agencies have intelligence report linking one of the Northwest governor of colluding and sponsoring the violence. Can you imagine that? And criminal activities of bandits in the zone. Because the more violent they sponsor, the more security vote they get in their pocket. The more violent they sponsor, the more security vote they get in their pocket. I won't give detail because of the sensitive and security nature of the issue. However, the relevant security agency must, as a matter of urgency, investigate the report and determine its veracity. Human life is not what we should play politics chess game with. We must shun enemies of the country, including the Pro-Democratic Party, who seek political gain for issues of insecurity. Guys, shut up. You guys are using security to play politics in 2014, 2015. You guys actually came to power on the shoulder of Bring Back Our Guest movement. You guys use insecurity to rubbish the presidency of President Goodluck Jonathan. So, you guys should stop talking. Our security agency must also be allowed to plot, to further destabilize the Northwest region and frustrate the quick and safe release of students adopted from Government Science Secondary School, Kankara, Kastina State. The party also warned the opposition party, the PDP, from politicizing the adoption of the Schoolboys in Kastina State, accusing it of seeking political gain from issues of insecurity. APC was reacting to a protest organized by PDP and its women wing at a campaign headquarters in Abuja. End of quote. So, you guys, you will see why I said even these people today who are leading us are not even the right people to lead us. They are enemies of of all of us. Yes, there was a breaking news that the boys have been released. The 344 boys have been released. Breaking news. Oh, God. Guys, hear this now. If you are not wise, start getting wise. These are core Muslims. They don't stay too long in the hands of their abductors. Dapshi girls is an example. 200 something of them were captured. Only one was left behind, who was a Christian. Chibo guys, we are all Christians. This is a Christian community. Up to today, few of them have been released. The others have been left to their fate. Okay. Now, these boys were captured. Either it's a plan work, because I suspect, let me tell you my own theory. I have this belief that, since the NSAS protest, yes, that's what I'm coming now. I'm coming, sir. They took, since the NSAS protest, the Nigerian military and the government of Nigeria have been the international community have been blasting them for failure to protect land and property. And they look around, and say, what do we go do now? Our ego is being punctured by the day. Say CNN give them uppercut. The BBC give them, downcut. And Ajara give them jaw blow. Everywhere they be beating them all around, and they plan one funny, stupid plan. And and they went and just captured their own people and said, "Man, don't worry." And they did a video yesterday whereby the boys were saying, "We don't want help." Then few days later, no, I think the following day on the Sunday of it, the governor of Kastina said Bello Masari said they have got contact with the adopters. Okay, they just want to give them money, make them increase their weapons. You understand what I'm saying now? The only way they can get money from the federal government to increase what these guys are doing for them is to do what you saw on that day. This prompt rescue mission, I don't understand. They said they took them away with bike, but they brought them with trucks. They said they took those children away with bikes. 344 children were taken away with bikes, but they brought them with trucks. Not trucks. Nigeria. Guys, all we need is unity of the South. All we need is unity of the South, guys. Nothing more, guys. They are playing on us. Some of us are just playing. Yeah, they need a small bonus, my brother. We are playing with what we know will boomerang on our face very soon. Look at what this idiot said. This man, look at him. This man is an enemy of the South. This guy is a betrayer to the core. And he's a dick, You also know this guy is a deeper life man. He's a dickin. That man you saw there. That man a dickin. Adesina to Nnamdi KANU. The man in Aso Rock is Buhari Not Jubril from Sudan. This Nnamdi KANU, the guy, that guy get mad to. Now Nnamdi KANU get mad. You know how to draw your leg, come outside. Don't play with that guy. Guys, more not play with that guy. Do you know one thing I respect that guy? Do you know one thing I respect that guy for? The guy get all the buttons of the. The guy get all the buttons of the people in Abuja. The guy, he get their button. He know where to punch them. They will come outside to start singing like bed. One of the kind of wait. They're not listen to his side. He will just press the button. They will just press the button. And as he press the button like this, you'll see either Adesina come outside, or Shehu Gaba come outside, or the other one from that woman, that way the Jeep one, that Loretta from the east come outside. They will start confessing. I said yesterday that one thing I love about Nnamdi KANU is Nnamdi KANU is an orator. It's an orator. It's a smooth talker. He understood how to babose people when he speaks. He's an orator. He understood. He's very good in it. The truth is this: believe it or not, Nnamdi KANU can command a monkey to come down from the tree, the monkey way. The monkey way. It's a smooth. He knows how to talk. He knows how to use words. Anything want to get the presidency, he know what to say, and they will come out. Let's read the story, because this one interests me. That's why I'm bringing it here now. Said the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, has faulted the claim by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Manzi Nnamdi KANU, that the man in Aso Rock is not President Muhammadu Buhari, but Jubril from Sudan. Additional in his article titled Buhari at 78, if only we know the president poured encomium on Buhari, insisting that Buhari is hale and hardy. That one I thought, Buhari is not hale and hardy. Buhari has an issue. If it's hale and hardy, what is happening in Nigeria today will never, ever happen. Back in the north, Buhari that fought even the west when some Fulani were killed, will allow what is happening in the north to happen. No. Back in the northwest, where he came from, in his own state, no. The Buhari will not permit that. The Buhari will not permit that. Buhari loves the Fulani people more than he loves anything in this world. KANU had argued that the man in Aso Villa is not Buhari, but a clone. He supported his claim with pictorial evidences. Reacting, Adesina condemned KANU's hypocritical submission, describing his narrative as idiocy, sadly believed by some intellectuals. It's worse. This is Jubril from Sudan and not Muhammadu Buhari, who died during the medical vacation in 2017. I told you guys, who now they can go draw their leg, come outside, they will come they talk for social media. They kept quiet. You don't know people who are gifted to talk. That man can talk for 5 hours, not getting tired. That is his job. He live on talking. He don't use the thing, sing. Now, they have no choice than to come and defend their principal. Some people say, you have a clone in Aso Villa, not Buhari. Idiocy, sadly believed by even intellectual people. Let me tell you a story. He's confessing. I beg, I pop, una try. Una draw them to confession table. Oh God. Una draw the arm, they're going to confess. Whether oh, the guy's not telling you. He said, let me tell you a story. On the day that the president finally returned to the country in August 2017, after months of absence, the Chief of Defense Staff General Aboyemi Olani Sanki was giving out his daughter in marriage. I attended the church service. Incomplete abada with a cap to mat. From the wedding, I went straight to the airport to join the reception party. We formed a welcome line as usual, as we usually do. And as the president shook each person, he had one wise crack or the other to say. When he got to me, he took my hand and said, Adesina, this is the best I've ever seen you dress. We both laughed heartedly, and the television camera captured it. I remember that many people asked me after what had trickled the president and me that we laughed so uncontrollably. Jubril from Sudan, would he know my name as Adesina? Would he know I really wear abada? How ridiculous can some people be? Another story is confessing. The guy is confessing. Yes, that's the vaccine. Even that you just give the injection. Anytime you give them the Jubril vaccine. The Jubril from Sudan vaccine. If you give them that injection, then all of them will just fall into line. and the worst part of it is the Apple and social media angle. Hey, Zalo Buhari. They go blow the thing, eh? They go bring all form of picture. They'll say, look the ear, the rat ear. Look the rat ear of the other one. Okay, no. Look in hand. When they talk, look. They'll say, do you see the hand? Do you see the hand? See the hand is not moving, but the man is moving, but the man is not following what he's saying. That is not Buhari. Buhari is dead. Now, this is confessing to you guys. He don't come out to confess, say, not been allowed, say Buhari not there because Buhari remember I say we are bada. What a lame excuse. Listen, I did not believe in that theory that is dead physically. But with this one that is saying now, make even Adesina to be more stupid. That somebody know that you wear bada. What has that got to do with anybody? You see, sometimes I just look at this book. Just look at the excuse he's giving. Is that even an excuse in the first place? Is that even an excuse? For God's sake. That excuse you just gave. Now, is that even an excuse that the guy just gave now? As a reason why Buhari in Aso Rock is not Sudan. It's not Jubril from Sudan. Said another story. The guy loves story now. He's not a storyteller. Story. The guy is telling stories. Said the journalist Lindsay Barrett had been a longtime friend of the president. One day he sent me to give his greeting. When I did, the president said, holding this barrel. I remember meeting him at the war front in 1968. He was covering the war. There was a day he was almost killed in an ambush. And then he then described himself as a devout coward who was lucky to be alive. Jubril of Sudan. And he remembers Barrett, whom he met at the war front in 1968, telling it to the Marines. End of quote. So let me say, that this guy, Femi, is not sensible. The two examples that he gave cannot even explain the cloning of anybody in anybody. Let me explain what cloning means. You may not understand what is a clone. There are some features of the man who was cloned to be infused into the body of the cloned person. Now, before someone dies, I'm not saying Buhari is dead, get it now. But I'm going to try to explain to Adesina that he is wrong here. Remembering some events does not change the fact that somebody can be cloned. If you can say that Buhari does not remember his own mother language anymore, because Nnamdi cannot challenge him. Say, if you know you are Buhari, speak your own language, your own modern language, not the Fulani language. And if he does that, he will surrender his agitation for Biafra and will come to Nigeria and face any penalty of whatsoever they want to put on him. He said that when he had an interview with Dele Momodu of Ovation magazine. It's on social media. Like I said, I did not submit to that, but I want to say it is possible that somebody who is being cloned can actually have a remembrance, because when it's being cloned, there are things that they infuse into you that will make you to start working. Number one, do you know if a smoker, one who smokes, gives you his kidney, if a smoker, one who smokes, gives you his kidneys, you will sometimes want to smoke. You were not a smoker before you got a kidney. You start having interest in some of these things you never do. Okay? Yeah. That's the truth of the matter there. You start having this new trace. It takes time before your body system can get absorbed. The same thing with heart. Somebody give you a heart who was a criminal, who had this criminal tendency in him. You see yourself start stealing that you never did before. So those excuses that this guy gave means nothing to us. It's worthless. It's useless. It's of no importance. Okay, guys? So now let me go to some comments on this very particular one, because this one is interesting. So let's read some funny comments. Let's read some funny comments. Femi Adesina, my happiness is that after this is from Chukuma Uwamo. Femi Adesina, my happiness is that after this tenure, even if you run out of this country, you will not be free man again, because you can't come out and speak in public boldly, because the people will come after you. I think that is very correct. Then one Pascal, Anyanwu said, prove yourself by bringing me out. Shame of this government that the people are doubting the reality of their leader. The one Suleiman Usman Bafa, and also man now says, who cares? Nigerian project is fast dying. The senseless and unpatriotic politicians have divided the country. Nigeria is no more. Femi Nathaniel said the man Aso Rock is behaving strange. It's high time you Kabas allow him to come out and defend himself from all sorts of irregularities that is going on in this country. Shading him not to appear in National Assembly to address Nigerian sensitive issues of insecurity calls for suspiciousness, which I actually agree to. What Ales Danagogo Aperi Ales said, we are not talking about the man in Aso Rock. There are lots of Buhari there already. We want to know the man in charge. Another one again. This people, meanwhile, we can end this wahala of who is who by taking it to court. Adesina, I am waiting for you to sue Nnamdi KANU. Lastly, please tell us what is the function of other Jubrils who welcome him in Aso Rock. One hitman, Albaze Azabo, says, did anyone notice that while visiting his house, that all the cameras angles were from the back? Oh, Jesus! This boy will not give me this money. Said, even little children with him were from a distance. Nigerian. Now you know, not go kill me a beg. Then another one. Look at another one again. Look at another one. Abdul Mini Suleiman. Look at what he said. Look at what he said. He said, isn't Jubril from Sudan? But I had conversation with one old grandpa. He told me that this man claiming to be Buhari is not Buhari, but Adamu Naime from Niger Republic. He said Niger Republic shares borders with Kastina. He entered through Maradi Jibija border. Buhari don't suffer for una hand. Una the KANU. Buhari don't suffer for you. If Buhari catch you, the man Buhari, he don't hear when for your hand. If the man catch you, oh God, the man not kill me. If the man catch you, if the man catch you by mistake, okay, look on that one again. I'm gonna read this one. This one is said Esposi 3 metallic. Name be name for Facebook. Look what he talk. He said the Chinese version of Buhari cannot speak Fulfuda, its local language, and Aisha has escaped to Dubai knowing that the imposter is about to be exposed. But guys, the truth is this, these people they get mouths. These IPOP people get mouths. They get mouths. You know somebody the guy right? Said there's a Chinese version of Buhari. Then under Demila Femi Noah Aboyade said, prove it. Arrange a meeting of President Muhammadu Buhari and Jubril of Sudan standing side by side with free press in attendance. Let this Jubril come out and disclaim the supposed rumor. Even your boss are not believing it. They're not believing it. Oh. Yuri Clement Nwafor said, I beg, tell Buhari to sue Nnamdi Kanu in the national court. Okay? Let him defend himself and you to defend yourself. Let's see and hear who will win. Ha. Said, Awuwa Usman said, Nigeria a country with full of funny things. That shows us the person in Aso Rock is Jubril from Sudan, not Buhari from Daura. Then one Kelechi Jude said, one Irish man confirmed it yesterday in his interview that the man in Aso Rock is not Buhari. Oh, that is getting tough. Then one Alabi Olufemi asked this question. One Alabi Olufemi asked, said, Mr. Femi, have you ever seen any aged person becoming younger since you were born? That is a little bit funny also. Have you ever seen any aged person becoming younger since you are born? This is from one Alabi Olufemi. One Abdul Malik Matuidi said, please help us to tell Adesina that if that is truly Buhari, if that is truly Buhari, Jubril should be invited to Nigeria and a comparison should be done. Hey, this is what I mean now. Then one Tanda Jubril Emmanuel says, the name Jubril has suffered in the hands of Nigeria. So, my brother, Jubril don't hear when for Nigeria. Next time, if Jubril hear Naiji, maybe before you go put it in the go wrong, come out. Say, Alhaji Zaharandi Sule says, the Buhari will not care so much about poor. He even cried for their suffering in 2011. But this one is atlas. More than 600 people were kidnapped few miles away from him. But he shows I don't care attitude. Fear God, man. Jubril or whatever your name was. Oh, God. Oh. Mazi Keneshuku says, sue KANU to court for defamation of character or character assassination if you claim right and just. After all, it is a win-win situation for your guy. He wants Nnamdi Kanu jailed. Here is the opportunity. Sue him and get him jailed. Ranting and yapping cannot justify your claims. Come on, guys. These guys are so much adamant in their belief that Buhari is dead. I want to call up Femi Adesina. I want to call up Gaba Shehu. These guys are giving Ivo a challenge. The first one said, take him to ICC. The other one said, take him to a court of competent jurisdiction and challenge him if actually the man in Aso Rock is Buhari. If that's the case, guys, I want to say, it is high time you guys come out fully and do the needful. Melody Chinonsom Nomsi says, you are very confusing. Let him prove himself. If you think Nnamdi is telling lies, no interview, come to address the country is decree. Attend to National Assembly is war. My friend, shift here with your incompetencies. But Ebe Okodejo said, then let him visit the scene of the adopted boys, interact with his people in their own mother tongue. It is time to act and not to defend. Nnamdi Kanu has challenged Buhari up to a level where he needs to prove himself to the world. Yeah, hello. Omowumi Margaret Foshola said the First Lady Aisha is the only living witness and is the best position to clarify this, not additional. One Mohammed Rufai Idris, Anausama. Look at what Anausama says. They said Aso Rock is empty. I totally agreed. This man there, aka Mr. Jubril, is atlas. The outside, hey, the outside even believing that the man there is not Buhari. The outsiders are even believing now that the man there is no more Buhari. No wonder Adesina came out to start complaining. Amy Boss said the truth is that 68% Nigerians believe the man in our Aso Rock is not the real Buhari. Then one other one, Ugobute Daniel Nnamdi said, why is he always adding and avoiding people? God bless Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and Apple family. Then one Nwoke Gerard Udo said, Nnamdi Kanu is a wise man, very intelligent. How did he get to know that the present man in Aso Rock is Jubril? I don't really believe that he was saying the truth before, but I have confirmed that is right with the recent happenings. Look at that again. Ikechukwu Lishet said, which means Adesina, you actually know the man called Jubril of Sudan in person. These people will not kill me. Look at what somebody said now. Noble Smith Ikena said, we agree, but I am completely confused. What is completely confusing is when Lai Mohammed said our president can no longer speak his mother tongue due to surgery complications. Now I ask, is there any kind of surgery that selectively affects one type of language, while other language spoken by the same person is intact, or better, or also affected handwriting from left to right? How can surgery only affect his mother tongue, but left borrowed language, which is English? It should have also left him incapacitated. Honestly, I don't know why the leaders of this civil war are still keeping quiet over this group of character disorder individuals. They are not supposed to be breathing by now. This is completely slap on the face of the world. Look at another one again. This one said, Femi additional to Kanu Wanko, a man in Aso Rock is not Buhari, but not Jubril. Is Buhari, but a man in Aso Rock is Jubril, not Buhari from Sudan. Defemi, please, Defemi, Calm down, please. Could you give any proof? If actually it is Bubu, who is in Aso Rock, not a clone from Sudan. We are eagerly waiting to hearing from you. A senior special advisor to a tyrant president on media, countless affairs and messages. Do remember, God's judgment begins in Aso Rock. Look at another one again. Sunday, Oluchuku Eugene said, I can still remember vividly when this new Buhari was brought in. They brought him into Nigeria following the threat of impeachment for staying in abroad for months without coming back. Before the deadline, they brought in this new Buhari that looked very young and fresh. During that period, he couldn't talk with people, but only wave hands. This shows he doesn't recognize the people then. How can a sick person that has been sick for months came back in 9 minutes and look so young and fresh? Nigeria is built on deceit rock with the help of the British. One Motayo Jagede said, useless talk from useless people. Useless talk from useless spokesperson to a dementia patient in Aso Rock today. I believe that. Then one AG4 officer said, then let him go to National Assembly to address them on current security situation in Nigeria. Then one Chidi is okay. I'm going to end here. I'm tired. Laugh one Kimi. These guys are not strong. Una leader get mad. una not get work. I poor family una not get work. Oh. Una drag the enter the show. Una don't talk, they don't listen. Una not get work. Una drag them. Una leader. Fire them. They're not here. Then he said, okay, now it is social media war. Let's spread the news. The man is in Aso Rock is Jubril from Sudan. Then una enter. Una bring up every picture from every angle. Una shake this. Una shake. Una give different analysis that if you not take careful, you go believe on. Then at the end of the day, Adesina have no choice that to come out that to come out and begin to defend himself. Odi Avino Chai, like I said right now, you see what I'm saying now. One of the weapon of war, the first weapon of war is propaganda. That's why I said Nnamdi KANU is a smoke talker. It's an orator. You can't take that from him. The first weapon of war is propaganda. That's the truth. Like I said, I did not subscribe to that. I've said it many times. I know the man in Aso Rock is dementia. Is mentally incapacitated after the surgery, the multiple surgery that he went through when he went to London. They know that. But because the Kabas do not want to hand over power to the South, because the Kabas do not want to hand power over to the South, they do not want to have a repetition of what happened in 2000 and and uh, 9. So they had to force him back, circled around him. The man that died, Abakari, was the brain behind all this that is happening today with Mabadara. So they have to catch him in order for them to perpetually hold on to power. So that's the truth. I will understand that in every war is propaganda. That's the first thing that is used in winning wars. That is used in drawing the attention of the international community or other people to support whatever they are doing. If you don't show any level of propaganda, then you cannot be able to get that thing you want. Okay? Say better. Chidi, as Joke said, better to remain silent and be taught a fool than to speak and remain and remove all doubt. Mr. Adesina, if there was any doubt that something is truly amiss with the mind Aso Rock, this your pedestrian defense of him just confirmed that indeed Nigeria have become. So, the only reason you want us to believe the man Aso Rock is Muhammadu Buhari is because he managed to mention your name upon his return and made jokes about your dressing. And who says any other imposter couldn't have done exactly that? He properly lectured and given the photograph of all those at the airport. Don't you know that before he descended from the aircraft, he had seen everyone on the line to receive him and must have been lectured on how to approach each person? What a ridiculous argument. That's what I said from the beginning. I just said that even before this very particular what's it called comment came in. I've already said that comment by the Adesina does not actually sell. I've already said that before. That doesn't sell. Another Usama, look at what Usama saying now. Suleiman Usman say, but Jubril Sudan refused to honor NAS invitation for fear of being known and exposed. Your government is fake. Otherwise, what stops the clueless dead old man from visiting Kankara in Kastina when he was in Dara? May God visit his anger on you all. Even the Northerners have become a little bit worrisome. They start wondering because if something is not wrong with the Buhari that we know, you are he's still in Katsina State right now. But yet, he has not visited the scene where it is just a few miles away from where you live in. I don't know, there's no president that would have done that. We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. Look at what somebody said here. Now, one Okunola Olumuyiwa says, Jubril from Sudan, would he know my name as Adesina? Would he know I really wear abada? How ridiculous can some people be? Were you expecting him to call you Mr. Macaroni, someone that didn't recognize Tinubu? Guys, these people, are funny people, guys. The Wala now is mad though. But we can correct every abnormality if they start unite, guys. We can correct every of this abnormality if the Southern Nigerians unite. This propaganda machine being used by one of the KANU is working for him. But it will be more workable if the entire South unite together. If we unite together. Let me also shock you guys. Do you know that now, in the last 5 years of this government, they've created more billionaires in the North than in the South? They crumble the South business. They increase the North business. They destroy the business of the Southerners to give room for the North to increase. You know that we had a cement factory in the East before. They've killed it. Elephant, they've killed it. The only cement you have now is Dangote. The sugars we were having before in Nigeria, before they coming in, before they coming in, they've ended it. All the things now you see, the salt is Dangote. He has created more. They know what they are doing. They know that this contraction will not last for a very long time, based on the agitation of the people. They know sooner or later it will end. So, and when it ends, they're already playing their game. That is why. That is why they first all the oil they take to Kaduna State, all the oil they take from Nigeria to Kaduna State is being transported to Niger. So they are storing it in Niger. Preparing for any eventuality so they will have something to live on. Guys, don't be fooled. That train track they did from wherever they do it to Niger Republic was not a joke. That's why our time, we must put aside any form of indifferences. Unite to fight one cause and make the South workable again. I hear many people say we are already uniting. I pray that I would love to have a situation whereby a life broker will be made by all these people. I was so happy that a light breaker will be made by all this group of people. Whatever difference that they have, they should come together and resolve it. So that we can be able to have one platform, one mind, one purpose, one goal. So let's just do it like I saw this guy yesterday. Like I said, I saw this guy Manzi Eze Ifan Chuku. I saw Mayor from Germany. I saw one Isaac from Nigeria. I saw one Igwe, and I saw one Prince. You know, all of them they were in a Zoom. About 5 of them having meetings together. If Nnamdi KANU, all these people, Adesina, all of them that feel that they are working together and they come together. Then even those people who are actually fighting against them, seeing that they are together, and they will start understanding. Because when you are together, a lot of things will change. A lot of mindset will change. A lot of issues will change. A lot of thinking will change. Because my thinking, your thinking, they are different. So, but if we come together to start making an agreement, it make it easier for us to understand how we are going to go about it. And that will not give us a way to remedy the situation that is actually, destroying us today in our nation or in our part of the nation called Nigeria. We are shaking the foundation of Aso Rock. But this news we just heard now, Adesina coming out to defend that Buhari is not dead. Okay. It's like the heat is getting to them. Okay, guys. Now they're under pressure and they quickly, enrage Judah and regime of this kidnapping that happened in the Kastina state. Just to take the mind of the people from the thing that is actually happening to them, which is the level of insecurity and the impetuousness of the military in Nigeria. So they find a way to give themselves a good image. That they did these abductions. If you watch now, because of this abduction now, this Eastern national security didn't really carry so much weight that we expect to carry. Okay, because they had a plan. Whether that is Eastern security was not under the law or not, but it would have had one or two shake on them. But they came out with something that will change the whole narrative and just make things poor. That's why we need to be united, guys, so that we can flush out all these people from our forests and return them back to Futajelo, where they belong, and make our state workable. We have oil in the south. We have businessmen like Inoso Motors in the southeast. We have the port and the airport, international airport in the southeast, in the south. and the southwest. We have the port in the southwest. We can also have a port in Anambra. We can also have a port in Edo State. We can also have a port in Port Harcourt. So just check it. Everywhere you go, we have what it takes to live without not even fighting each other if we agree on how we're going to live. Each of these regions that will make up the southern region, if peradventure there is a slice, we don't have a problem. And the Bonny State who do not have oil, but have so much businessmen that can even their money can turn the state into a Dubai. And those states who do not have so much businessmen, they have natural resources that can turn their state into Paris. So it's just sitting down, having a plan on how we ought to go. Putting all these plans together, drawing the constitution, or the mode of agreement of coming together as a certain Nigeria. That is the first point of call. Let us leaders sit together. Okay, now what is your fear as a Southerner? What is your fear as an Easterner? What is your fear as a Westerner? Lay it on the table. We will leave our similarities aside, then we put our fears on the table. We work on our fears, try to get the fears into whatsoever plan we are putting in place, then we are good to go. So the bond that will not put us together now is not a bond of unity, of difference, which is the fear of each of the three zones that make up the South. It's as simple as that. So we all can be able to complement each other because we are academically sound and academically mobile. We have the resources that we needed to function if even we become a country of our own. Or if even we not go to what we call the dissolution of power through restructuring, where power will not be returned back to the people that own it. So in any ways that we go, we are going to be the beneficiaries because we have what it takes. The money we use in selling beer in the South will not be taken to the North. 30% will not be taken to the North as VAT anymore. Whereas they destroy millions of beer in the North. Samuel, Ero, Okoko, you don't get what I'm saying. When I mention Major's name in the show, sometimes you need to try to listen, not the name alone. I don't even know Major. I've not even the first time I met Major is on that show. That Prince. That was the first time I knew who Major was. I've been following Prince. Prince is somebody like me who bring a lot of people in. Like I said, everybody have their different opinions. What I said was, if those people can gather together, then the Una the KANUs, the Adakari Sokubo, all these people can also gather in a Zoom meeting like that and have a talk, whereby they can put their differences on the table and have what to discuss with it, so that they can be able to move forward. That is my take, sir. You get it now? No. I don't even know him. I talk of people that I know. Okay, like Ijele speaks. I know Ijele very well. So I can talk on Ijele very well because I followed him, I have listened to him. But the first time I saw Major was in that show. I've not even listened to any of his live video. I don't even have his Facebook page. I follow Ijele on Facebook. I follow Nnamdi KANU on Facebook. I follow Prince on Facebook. And Wooded Civil, I follow them on Facebook. I follow many of these people on Facebook. But I just said his name because I saw him on that show. And I said, okay, if this can happen, we can also bring the same thing to a place that we can take all these people, put them together, let's work together and get something out for us as Southerners. That is my concern. I have no preferential person in the South. They are all my brothers. So wherever is your difference, put on the table. Let's come and discuss. Let us hear it out. Maybe if we hear it, we can be able to solve the problem together. That's what me I'm fighting for. Come and solve it. You're my brother. I can't throw you away. We are family. So I cannot say, oh, no. No. Ijele is my brother. Major is my brother. Nnamdi KANU is my brother. Wooded Civil is my brother. Marginalization is my brother. Grandson is my brother. These people are my brothers, my brother. We are from the same father, the South. That's my belief. Somewhere, Ero Okonkwo, you're my brother. Just the way Ijare Ogie is my brother. The way Justice Egareva is my brother. Okay? You all are my families. We are one and only. The way Mr. Ogiame is my brother. Yeah, my brother. Very, very soon, if we have a united South, this insecurity will run away. I promise you. Not only in Edo State, it is all over the South, sir. All over the South. All of us. Do you know what happened yesterday in the part of the West, where they caught 4 men who have killed over 70 persons for rituals? Yeah, it's part. It's everywhere. That's what we're talking about now. If you go to our forests, you will see this Fulani estimate there, killing all day. That actually the cause of the insecurity we are having today. And what brings about bad governance in the South? It is because of no job. The money we make in the South is taken to the North. We have literally nothing left in the South. The what they expected to do. I'm not supporting criminality, but that is the problem. Let us come together, build a unified South, so that at the end of the day, we'll not be having problem of fighting and winning. Okay, guys. So, guys, I need to go now. I'm so tired right now. You see the way I'm sitting now? I'm already tired. I need to take a bow. I want to say thank you guys for today. It is wonderful time having you guys here. We see tomorrow morning again, 8:30, 9 o'clock, as we continue to speak for the unity of the Southern Nigeria. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. We see tomorrow by His grace, God's willing. So please, if you are an IPOB member, please start finding a way to make unity. If you are from Ojoduwa, please start finding a way to make unity. If you are from the Great Benin Kingdom, start finding a way to make unity. Anywhere you are coming from, please, guys, begin to find a way to make unity. Love you guys. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.